Hello there, my name is Mark and this is Dice Tales, and tonight I have a new game for my channel. This is going to be a game of Gaslands. It's a apocalyptic death race. Two teams out to kill each other or win a race to win those tickets to Mars for a new life. I'm going to go straight into a hype lapse. So we've got Team Rutherford with 2 pickups, identically armed with front-facing rocket launchers, and a curfew-inspired team with an ambulance and a people carrier. The people carrier has side-mounted rockets. Team Rutherford's off to a bad start. He's just avoided crashing into the starting post, and his other guy goes on a bit of a heavy bend. The ambulance has just slid and crashed into some debris and a skip, but the people carrier is making it all the way to the first gate and unlocking its weapons. Rutherford's now on catch-up, and we are into gear 4 of the first turn, maybe the second turn I think this is. He's now about to unlock his weapons. I'm trying to escape because knowing when he comes around that corner he's going to launch his rockets at me. Here goes the first shots of the game. First shots are being fired, they're explosive, they're going to cause hazards to my cars. We're going to go into a picture view after this and see what happened. My ambulance again swerves off course and ends up in frontal game of chicken with that Rutherford rocket launching car, but it has a front-mounted exploding ram, and it takes that opportunity to use that and then flips because of all its hazards, but it's still alive. Rutherford tries to bring its weapons to bear and come around and attack me, but drives off the field, and the ambulance also drives off the field. We're now rolling it, and it's looking like I was about to make the final gate, but he caught me out. He did a good swerve manoeuvre around that fallen cargo crate and brought his rockets to bear before I could get another activation in and cross that line. It's a win to Team Rutherford, stars and stripes. So let's do the picture review. So here we are on the starting line. So just to recap again, he's got 2 identical pickup trucks called Stars and Stripes, the blue one with stars, the red one with stripes, and they have front-mounted rocket launchers. Curfew inspired, I've got a family car, and because I saw a rocket launcher on the first or second episode, I've given them a side-mounted rocket launcher so they can fire out either side. But as you just saw, they didn't bring that to bear in this particular game. And the ambulance just got some points. It's got extra armour, and it's got a front-mounted ram, so it's got some grenades on that front bumper. So that should be explosive if it gets to hit anyone, which we can see it did. Here is pickup trucks. This is the stat cards. He's got Road Warrior as well, so that means if he hits me, he can remove some of his hazard tokens. I've got no particular bonuses or perks. I called them Team Idris, and I guess it's one of the factions in the game. So his first pickup trucks almost slides, just avoiding a collision with the starting post, and his other Rutherford pickup truck makes an awkward hairpin bend to go around the other side of the central cargo blocking terrain. So Curfew team off to a good start, especially the people carrier, a very good sort of straight line, almost straight for the first gate. However, the ambulance gets into trouble. I think it re-rolls, so you can't re-roll a re-roll, and gets some bad results on the re-roll and ends up swerving into some debris and a skip, causing light damage to himself, while also setting him down to gear 1, so he pretty much out of action while the Rutherford team start catching up. So that would have been on around about turn 2, or there are gear phases, gear 1 to 6, and then full turns as well. So you go gear 1 to 6, and then you go gear 1 to 6 again, gear 1 to 6 again. We end up sort of doing that 5 times. Right, I've unlocked my rocket launchers, and I've come around the first gate. Team Rutherford's now behind me, and my parked up ambulance there, so he's really gained on me on that point. I had pole position, so I managed to sort of just squeak away, but it's not far enough. I didn't get into a high enough gear to go into a long action. I'm going to be thinking about bringing nitros next game, so I can get away from these things. And he's brought his first rocket launchers to bear, the first weapons shot in the game. They're explosive, and they're adding every hit they cause that I don't evade causes me to hazard, which means when you get to 6 hazards, you pretty much have to do a roll to see if you're going to flip and go out of control. So pretty much forcing you to gear down so you don't try not to flip. But also, no matter what happens, you're going to end up in gear 1 after having 6 hazard tokens or more, and it takes you back to 0 hazards and gear 1, ready for the next phase, basically. My ambulance goes off course again. Instead of going on the far side of that cargo container, it slides and swerves into the oncoming rockets of the Stripes killer truck again. It'll be on about 4 or 5 hit points at this point. Luckily I had that extra armour for those extra hit points. I decide to ram him with my explosive ram to see how far I can get. I do 7 damage to him and 2 damage to myself because of that. I then wipe out and flip, so I end up over the other side of this truck and facing the wrong way when gate 3 is behind me. That's the 7 hits. And now you can see I've ended up on the other side of him, and the 2 Rutherford guys are sort of eyeing up my people carrier, who's now lining up for the finish line. He's got a straight line, barring any skids and slides, and barring any rockets coming his way, maybe causing him to slide and wipe out. Stripes goes for the kill on the ambulance and manoeuvres himself. Unfortunately, it's a very poor hairpin type of manoeuvre, and he doesn't get any of his weapons to bear, and he's positioning himself to drive off the field, which eliminates him from the game. And there is the finish line, the 2 statues, just a little bit to navigate through, and the Rutherford Stars car is abandoning the race and coming straight for me. There he is, coming straight for me. I'm trying to get into the 5th gear to do faster longs. Unfortunately, my ambulance, who could have maybe trundled to the end if I'd done a different manoeuvre, however, I do a reverse manoeuvre thinking I'd be the fastest one. I think I just had the space. It was pushing it, but I drove off the map and eliminated myself, so it's just 2 cars in the game at this point. He's chasing me. I'm about 1 manoeuvre away from the end. However, after this manoeuvre of him narrowly avoiding those crates again, the tippled cargo crates, he's then going to have pole position, so he's going to get a manoeuvre and a shoot, and he takes me out on dramatic style right on the final finish post. Well done, Team Stars and Stripes, Team Rutherford. But do remember, Mars is a lie. So that was my first game of Gaslands in quite a while. Quite enjoyed it. Using sort of homemade, I've got the PDF rulebook and I've got homemade tokens which I printed out and stuck on some foam board, and you saw that template for using 6-sided dice, so I know what is a slide and a shift. My opponent had the official templates and official skid dice, which you can get as well. The game was played at the Forge, Steam Forge Games, the Forge shop, and yeah, very enjoyable. It was about 90 minutes, and that was with checking up some rules. It was quite simple, but we're just checking up the rules anyway. I look forward to playing it again. I've got a Micro Machines version that I'm working on, and I've got other teams that I'm working on. I'm kind of drawn to the slime theme and maybe the Idris, but actually having performance cars, or Miyazaki, maybe the faster ones, just to see if I can avoid those rockets, maybe a bit more tricksy, dropping caltrops and smoke, things like that. So there's lots more to explore in this game. It's a game by Osprey, and that's it. I'll leave it there for tonight. Wrap up this video. So this was Mark from Dice Tales playing my first Gaslands game. Hopefully see more of it, and if you're in the Northwest, so you can get to the Trafford Centre or maybe even Element Games, or Fanboy Free as well. You know, they're my local shops. Let me know. Check out their Facebook groups and message for a game. And remember, Mars is a lie. Welcome to Gaslands, people. Good night.